Hello, everybody. How are you today? I hope that everybody is having an excellent day. Probably cold. I am wearing my jacket in this moment because it is kind of cold, but good day. So welcome back to one more session of teaching and learning English with the Beatles. We continue with this record. Volume 4. That was for the movie. A Hard Day's Night. But in the record you can read versiones originales de la película Yeah, 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 without H. I don't know. I am going to be curious and look first what I can find. We have seen A Hard Day's Night and I Should Have Known Better. And today is If I Fell. And we know the song as Si Caí, Si Caí. So it's not really a good idea, the literal translation, because the complete idea is if I fell in love. If I fell in love with you, you simply me enamorara. In that case, that's the title that I would put to the song, If I Fell. Anyway, it's a beautiful song, one of my favorites. And we are going to take a look at the lyrics. First of all, let me share my screen. And here I am. If I fell. Okay, first of all. If I fell in love with you, si cayera enamorado, en amor contigo. So we simply say, si me enamorara de ti. If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true? Prometería ser sincera. And help me understand y ayudarme a entender. Because I've been in love before, porque yo he estado enamorado antes. And I found that love was more than just holding hands. Y encontré que el amor es algo más que solo tomarse de las manos. If I give my heart to you, si te doy mi corazón a ti, I must be sure, debo estar seguro from the very start, desde el principio, that you would love me more than her, que tú me amarías más que ella. Oh my gosh, we have a problem here. If I trust in you, oh please don't run and hide. Si confío en ti, por favor no corras y te escondas. If I love you too, oh please don't hurt my pride like her. Si te amo, por favor no hieras mi orgullo como ella. Because I couldn't stand the pain, porque no podría soportar el dolor. And I would be sad, y yo estaría triste. If our new love was in vain, si nuestro nuevo amor fuera en vano. So I hope you see that I would love to love you. So, así que espero que tú veas que a mí me encantaría amarte. And that she will cry when she learns we are two. Y que ella llorará cuando sepa que somos dos. Because I couldn't stand the pain and I wouldn't be sad if our love was in vain. Porque no podría soportar el dolor y yo estaría triste si nuestro nuevo amor es en vano. So I hope you see, así que espero que tú veas, that I would love you too, que me encantaría amarte, and that she will cry when she learns we are two, y que ella llorará cuando sepa que somos dos. If I fell in love with you. So this is a very simple song, beautiful, I guess, two voices, John and Paul, and you can see it as seen in the movie. And in the meantime, let's take a look at the information of the song. If I fell. If I Fell in Sun is a song by English rock band The Beatles, of course, which first appeared in 1964 on the album A Hard Day's Night in the United Kingdom and the United States, and on the North American album Something New. Okay, you see, that's the cover of the album in Mexico. It was written primarily by John and credited Lennon McCartney. That's my first attempt at a ballad proper. It shows that I wrote sentimental love ballads way back when. Lennon stated in his 1980 Playboy interview. Paul McCartney stated that he contributed to the song. We wrote If I Fell together. The structure, the song opens with an unrepeated introductory section sung by Lennon, If I Fell in Love with You, followed by a standard timpan alley. Timpan alley, the 32-bar form, also known as the AABA song, AABA song form, American popular song form, and the ballad form. Okay, timpan alley. ABBA form, each verse preceding the B section, bridge or middle eight, has a slightly different ending, which creates a seamless transition between the two. Okay, that's so technical for me. So let's go to the recording and performance. Lennon and McCartney share a single microphone for their Everly Brothers, like close harmonies. Only one microphone. Like much of the Beatles' early work, the song was released in two different mixes for mono and stereo. Lennon's opening vocal is single track in a mono, but double track in the stereo mix. If I Fell was a part of the Beatles' repertoire during the US and Canadian folk tour in 1964. The group typically performed the song faster than the studio version, and Lennon and McCartney often sang it with barely suppressed laughter. On more than one occasion, it was introduced as If I Fell Over. What is that? That must be a joke. Google Translate is going to satisfy my curiosity. If I fell over. I don't know. Fell over. Let's ask. Let's ask for reference for fall. Let's see if we have a combination of an expression. Fall on, fall out, fall over. Same cut to exhibit great eagerness, especially in pursuit of one's own advantage. The candidate fell over backward in support to the issues that would with votes. Si bend. To force something from a straight form into a curved form. Okay. So I suppose that to exhibit eagerness, let's try this. Let's ask Google about this. El candidato cayó de espaldas. Okay. Se fue de espaldas. Si me voy de espaldas. If I Fell Over. If I Fell was released as the B-side of the US single And I Love Her. On the B-side, it reached number 53, number 28 in Canada. The song was also released as a single in Norway, where it reached number 1. In the United Kingdom, it was released as A-side for Tell Me Why. The single was intended for export, but some retailers sold it in the UK anyway. It did not chart there, and it is generally not considered an official UK single. Okay. John Lennon, double track vocal, acoustic rhythm guitar. Paul McCartney, double track vocal, bass. George Harrison, 12-string lead guitar. Okay. Ringo Starr, drums. And I don't think that we have information about the covers. Recordings and performances. Lennon and McCartney share a single microphone. Okay. Okay, very good. That's what we have. Now let's go to teaching and learning English with the Beatles. If I fell in love with you, would you promise? So definitely what we can do is to review conditionals. Okay, so let's go to review conditionals. Let me get my Blackboard in PowerPoint. And my marker to talk about conditionals. Okay, so we have first conditional. We use present. If I fall in love. Now, let me use another example. Right? Yeah. If I fall in love, you promise to be true. Okay, si me enamoro, if I fall, let me write it completely. If I fell in love with you, you promise to be true. Si me enamoro de ti, present. Si me enamoro de ti, let me write it here. First conditional, that is present. If I fell in love with you, if I fall in love with you, you promise to be true. So this is like a logical situation or describing routine. Okay? And that's the first condition. Excuse me, this is the zero conditional. And we have the first condition. And for the first conditional, we are going to use if I present, if I fall in love with you, you will promise to be true. Okay, you see? Si me enamoro de ti, prometerás ser sincera. So for the second conditional, we have present, future. And we're talking about, well, that like a promise, but something that is possible and something that is possible, something that is true and something that is probable. Okay? And then we have the second conditional. And for the second conditional, we have if I fell in love with you, you would promise to be true. Si me enamorara, that is past. For us, it's like a subjunctive, but in English, we don't really have subjunctives. So, si me enamorara de ti. And then we have the good clause. Prometerías. Si me enamorara de ti, tú prometerías ser sincera. Okay, so this is unreal because it's only a supposition. I'm going to check my spelling for supposition in the dictionary. Supposition. Okay, only one is. Okay, that's unreal. It's only a supposition, but it is possible and it is probable. Okay. If I fell in love with you, you would promise to be true. And then we have the third condition. And for the third conditional, we have if I had fallen in love with you, you would have would have promised to be true. Okay, and this is past perfect with good present perfect. And we're describing a situation unreal, not probable, and we can say impossible, because it's what we call in Spanish, el hubiera no existe, had does not exist. Okay, so these are the conditionals. You can reverse the if clause. You can begin with, you promise to be true if I fall in love with you. You will promise to be true if I fall in love with you. You would promise to be true if I fell in love with you. You would have promised to be true if I had fallen in love with you. Okay? That's what we have for the conditionals. And then, if I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? Well, a little review of would, that it's very, 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 very simple. Would. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. For all of them, would. Or the negative, wouldn't. Or the contraction, apostrophe D. Okay, and after here, after this, a verb base form for all the pronouns. And the meaning is ría. La terminación ría en español. An exercise that you can do with this is the hypothetical question of, let me write it here. What would you do if you won the lottery? Okay. ¿Qué harías si ganaras la lotería? ¿Yo qué haría? I'd buy another home, another house. I'd travel around the world. I'd give something to charity. Okay? And then we have, if I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true and help me understand? Because I've been in love before and I found that love was more than just holding hands. Again, present perfect. Okay, let's review present perfect. The present perfect tense. From the present perfect tense, we need have for I, you, and for he and she, has, and for we and they, have. Okay, in this case, meaning, it doesn't mean tener, it means haber. Remember that to have in English has two meanings, just like verb be, ser o estar. To have in English, tener o haber. And after this, we need a verb past participle. Okay. So I can say, for example, I have been to Europe. You have eaten figs. Has comido higos. He has written a letter. En extension, ok, ya nadie escribe cartas. Él ha escrito una carta. She has written a letter. She has spoken in German. Ella ha hablado en alemán. It has played with the ball. Ha jugado con la pelota. We have won the game. Hemos ganado el juego. They have lost the same game. Okay? And that's present perfect. So what do we have? Subject, auxiliary have or has, and the verb is past participle and a possible complement. Now for the interrogative form, we collocate the auxiliary on the first position. Let's write it. It's only a copy paste. It's only a copy paste. Okay, very well. So for the have I? Have you? Has he? See? Has she? Has it? Have we? Have they? Let's skip this. Okay, and we have I been to Europe? Have you eaten figs? Has he written a letter? Has she spoken in German? Has it played with the ball? Has we won the game? Have they lost the game? And of course, very important, question mark. Okay, and we have the interrogative. Now, the negative is very, very simple. We use the contraction, okay? Haven't, hasn't, hasn't, haven't, haven't. And that is present perfect. Let's review. I, you, he, she, it, we, they have for I, you, we, and they, has for he, she, and it. Verb past participle, being, eaten, written, spoken, played, won, lost, a possible complement. Interrogative, first the auxiliary, have or has, and then the subject and the complement. Question mark is important. And I haven't, negative, haven't and hasn't. Contraction for I have not and she has not. If I fell in love with you, if I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you will love me more than her. If I promise me, don't run away. If I love you too, oh please, don't hurt my pride like her. Because I couldn't stand the pain. Most good modal auxiliaries. Will, for future, and good. Okay, so anyway, we can take advantage also. We saw it yesterday, but anyway, we can review modal auxiliaries. Can, could, may, might, will, good, shall, should, must, ought to. Okay, those are the modal auxiliary. The difference basically is the intensity or the intention. Can, capability, may, probability, good, capability in the past, or like probability. Might and may, very similar, 50%, 50-50, and might is less probability, 25-75. Will, future, good, like conditional, like could go. Shall, the usage is similar to will, but this is like more formal. I think that more British than American. Should, recommendations, suggestions. Must, a strong recommendation or a strong obligation. Like when somebody is sick, you must see a doctor. Ought to is more like a moral recommendation, and it's not very common, but we can listen to you ought to in a ticket to ride. I don't remember, but we are going to get to ticket to ride, and they mentioned you ought to. Okay. And then we have, well, will is future. And it's that, like, so I hope you see, and that's it, okay? Now let's take a look at the verbs of these songs. We have, first of all, verbs in this song. Fall, fell, fallen. Promise, regular verb. Promise, promised, promised. More room, more room. More room, more room. Promised. Help, regular verb. Help, helped, helped. Understand, understand, understood, understood. Understand, understood. Because I've been, I've, have, had, found, find, found, found. Was. Okay, we are going to talk about verb B. Then just holding, hold, hold, held, held. Irregular verb. Give, give, gave, given. Love, 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 loved. Frost, frost, frosted, frosted. Run, 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 run. Hide, hide, hid, hid. Court, 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 court. Oh, a lot of verbs. Good. Stand, stand. I think that we can use a stand, stand. Stood, stood, and then can, stood. I don't think, I'm not sure about a past participle with can. I have good. I don't think that's very common. And that's a modal auxiliary, so forget about can. So I hope you see So simple. So I hope you see that I will love to love you and she will cry. Cried, cried, cried. Learn, learn, learned, learned. I think that this is acceptable both as regular and irregular. We'll check it in a moment. If I fell in love with you. Okay, let's ask Google Translate about learn. In context conjugator. Learn. Okay, you see, learned, learned. Both are possible in the past. And in the past perfect, apparently we use learned. Okay, with that consideration, okay, learned, learned. And I would say that if I am understanding well, this would be only for the past participle learned. So as you can see, we have, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 verbs that you can practice. Till I fall. Promise. Promise. Let me check for promise. Okay, promise. Okay. Help, understand, have. You really can have a very good practice with these verbs. Asking, for example, people who runs, when do they run? In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? Love, what do people love? Give for this season, what are they going to give for a present? And as far as your imagination and creativity can take you for teaching and for learning. Because if you are practicing by yourself, you can also take this promise, for example, and think about promises you have promised and you have accomplished, and promises you haven't accomplished. Well, you have a lot of possibilities. Then, additional vocabulary, we can consider hands, holding hands, a little review of the parts, hands, heart, okay. Pride, consider pride. Expression, can't stand. I can't stand the pain. In vain. Learn, when she learns, we are too. In vain. And that's it. Okay. Very well. Very good. So that's it. I fell in love with you. As usual, I am going to share in the comments the versions that I can find in YouTube. My invitation for you to practice and enjoy with the Beatles music, practice your English, apply your English, and follow me in my sessions of teaching and learning English with the Beatles, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Time. In the meantime, I hope you're having an excellent Christmas season and a very happy evening today. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow, Friday. More or less the same hour. With the next song tomorrow. What's the record? Tomorrow the song will be I'm happy just to dance with you. I'm so happy just to dance with you. That's also a beautiful song. Thank you very much for being here. Have an excellent evening. Bye bye, Solon.